In under 2 years, I went from a 25K net worth to over 200K, all before I turned 23. In today's video, I'm going to pull back the curtain and show you exactly how I did it using my Google Sheets finance tracker. I'll walk you through how I use my tracker to chart my net worth's explosive growth, handily beat the S&P 500 with the stocks that I invest in, as well as keep my expenses razor thin. Also, that I'm putting myself on a path to becoming more financially independent and wealthier. And before you think if I had any silver spoon in this process, not at all. This was all self-made, from summer jobs to selling a tech startup that I built during university, as well as making sure that my money works harder and smarter for me. So if you want to level up your money game and replicate these results, stick around, because I'm going to show you the entire playbook. Before we dive into a step-by-step tutorial, here's a quick rundown as to what's actually inside my tracker. You can track up to 13 accounts for your net worth with a clean and aesthetic chart that gives you a clear snapshot of your progress over time. You're able to monitor your brokerage performance, whether that's in a Roth IRA, a TFSA, or ISA, or any other kind of account, as well as compare individual stock gains and losses against the S&P 500. If you share expenses with a partner, there's a built-in 50-50 split feature, so you always know who owes what. And if you want more visibility into your cash flow, the expense and income section breaks it all down by the month, so you're able to see exactly where your money is going. And a bonus for my fellow Canadians, you're able to track both Canadian dollar and US dollar accounts at the same time with ease. If you're not based in Canada, no worries. The tracker supports local currencies and is able to be fully flexible to support your needs. Diving into the first page, the welcome and guide page is where you set up the foundation of the entire tracker. It's the first thing you should fill out because it powers every other tab in your tracker. The welcome and guide page also gives you a big picture overview of how to use the entire tracker. But don't worry, this isn't your only resource. You'll also receive a detailed 34-page PDF guide that walks you through everything step by step, from adding new rows and columns to handling FAQs and discovering more of my tips and tricks to really build your net worth at a young age. Here's how to get started with the welcome and guide page. If you're splitting expenses with a partner, enter both of your names in cells B4 and B5. If you're tracking net worth, enter the names of up to 13 accounts in column E, and this can include your savings or checking accounts, stock portfolios, retirement funds, or even real estate or other assets if you have. If you have a mortgage or loan, you're also able to add those liabilities in here as well. Once filled out, this welcome and guide page gives you an entire snapshot of your financial health, including your current net worth, your monthly income and expenses, any amounts you owe or are owed if you're splitting costs with someone, and the value and performance of your brokerage accounts like your Roth IRA or your TFSA. Now, let's go over to the net worth page, which honestly is one of the most addictive parts of this entire tracker. On the first of every month, I love sitting down and updating the values of my accounts and seeing my net worth hopefully go up over the month. This single page keeps you accountable. Watching your month-over-month growth in your net worth is motivating, and once you see those numbers climb, you'll naturally want to make smarter money moves to ensure that they continue going up. And so here's how to set up the net worth page. Pull in your bank statements or stock balances or end-of-month values for each of the accounts that you've listed on the welcome and guide page. Second, enter how much you have in each of those accounts at the first of the month or at the end of the month, like February 1st or March 1st, and then the tracker will automatically calculate your total net worth on a monthly basis. If you're using the Canadian version of my tracker, you're also able to add US dollar accounts in, and we'll handle the currency conversion for you based on the date of the row. And if you want to track your net worth more frequently than just on a monthly basis, 34-page PDF guide that comes with this tracker includes instructions for tracking your net worth on a weekly or even bi-weekly basis. And if you're feeling overwhelmed by all of these numbers on the screen, don't worry, let's head to the next page, which is the net worth chart, where you get to see your progress visualized. Watching that total net worth line tick upward month over month is so incredibly rewarding. There's nothing like seeing tangible proof that your financial decisions are working and are good ones. I started seriously tracking my net worth in September of 2023, and that was when I only had around $25,000 in the bank. Now, in under a year and a half, I've crossed the $220,000 mark, which is just incredible. This net worth chart isn't just a graph, but it's like a highlight reel of my financial journey. It's also incredible incredibly motivating because once you get a taste of that upward trend, you'll feel inspired to keep pushing, whether that's saving more, making more money, or investing smarter. And if the net worth chart drops and dips, it serves as a reality check, a reminder that you might need to stick to your strategy or come up with a new one to be on track. This kind of visual feedback loop turns financial tracking into more than just a habit. It genuinely becomes addictive in the best way. And trust me, there's no better feeling than watching your finances grow in real time. Now you might be wondering, why can't I just use some random budgeting app and jot things down on my phone? Here's the thing, this tracker gives you clarity. My tracker gives you everything finance related, whether it's your net worth, your brokerage accounts, like your Roth IRA or TFSA, your stocks, your expenses. It's all under one roof. You'll never be left guessing as to where you stand financially. I always say when it comes to investing, knowledge is money. And so why wouldn't that be the case for your own personal finances? Why do you want to be in the dark? Second, this tracker keeps you accountable. When you see your net worth dip or when you compare your returns to the S&P 500, you can't ignore it. You're forced to confront your decisions, whether they're good or bad, to ensure that you are getting the growth that you want. You'll naturally level up your money game just because you're paying attention. You'll figure out whether you're truly being the S&P 500 or you're just making reckless financial decisions that feel smart at the time. Third, this tracker saves you time. You aren't juggling multiple spreadsheets, apps, or online portals. Everything is right here, and you don't need to do anything special to set it up. It literally takes 5 to 10 minutes. You don't need to be a spreadsheet wizard to know what to do. And finally, this financial tracker gives you results. I'm living proof. I just turned 23 and I used this exact sheet to 7x my net worth in under 2 years. Now, when your finances are organized and laid out clearly, you can stop stressing and start focusing on building your wealth, and I mean real wealth. That's exactly what happened to me when I started using this tracker, and I think it could happen for you too. And obviously, if you're not satisfied with your financial progress right now, trust me, having a tool that's as powerful as this tracker is a total game changer. You'll finally see where your money is going, and more importantly, where it could grow the fastest. Future Nelson here. I know this video is getting a bit long as I'm editing it, so if you want to see the rest of my tracker, where I cover the brokerage tracker where you can monitor individual investment accounts across platforms, my stock tracker where you could track stock performance over time, the shared expenses page where you could split and manage costs with others, as well as the income and expenses section where you could see where your money comes from and goes, then make sure to check out part 2 of this video, which I'll link up above. See you there! If you're serious about going from just doing okay to doing financially great, you should take action now. You're able to grab my 2025 finance tracker on my Shopify store, and the link is in the description. It's an instant download, and within minutes, you'll have my exact system that has skyrocketed my net worth to far beyond what most people achieve in their mid-40s. So close your eyes and picture your life a year from now, where you're beating your net worth records month over month consistently. Picture yourself bragging at a dinner party how you've been consistently outperforming the S&P 500 because you're making smarter financial decisions. This tracker has turned my financial dreams into a reality, and I know it can do the same for you. So what are you waiting for? This is your chance to take your dreams and make it into a reality. I can't help you make more money at your job or try to sell you some side hustle course, but with this tracker, I'm able to help you make your money work harder for you and to keep your expenses low so that you could get to where you want to be as quickly as possible. Go check it out now, and if you're interested in future financial videos from me, feel free to subscribe. That way you're notified when I release a new video. I'm going to make videos about how to invest better, how to really know where your money is going, different options considering your risk tolerance when it comes to the market, and how at a young age you're able to really set yourself up for financial success. So if you're interested in any of those things, feel free to subscribe. And with that, I'll see you next time. Cheers!